is going on, familia? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. I'm Anna, and on this channel we budget plan and love us some sticky paper, friends. In today's video, I'm back with another memory plan with me. I am planning for the last week of March, and y'all, I was supposed to use the Viscount kit this week. Technically, Bridgerton season 2 anyway came out the week before this week, but that was my boyfriend's birthday week, so I did a spread for his birthday instead and just decided to push this one back. But it's funny, y'all, and it would have been perfect because real time I just finished season 2 of Bridgerton, and we're going to be talking about season 2 of Bridgerton. So had I just stuck to my original plan, it would have been perfection, but I did not. But it's fine. I decided to use this kit from Press. This is the Cyber Monday mystery from 2020, I believe. So this is an older kit, y'all. And I've been wanting to use up some of my older kits. So you're going to see this. You're going to see 2 Easter spreads, both with older kits as well. Because I'm on this kick where I'm trying to use up older kits because I know I'm going to be using some newer kits for May probably. And I assume for most of the summer, given what's been out and what I think will be my kit lineups. I mean, I can't even nail down my May kit lineup, so who knows. I've got like 2 that I'm pretty comfortable with, but not entirely so. So anyways, that is neither here nor there. I am using this Breakfast Club kit from Press, and I decided to pair it with the Lavender Hollow foil bundle. I was going back and forth between the mixed metal Lavender Hollow and Hollow foil bundle from SPC, but I decided to go with the Lavender Hollow Hearts just because I feel like that one might be harder to find a time to use that one, and for some reason I feel like the heart theme goes with this. I think it's because it says Bay on the jean jacket in this kit. That's really the only reason, honestly. I realize may not be enough to warrant a heart foil bundle, but here we are. Again, I wanted to use up what I had. And I think that one came in a SPC. I think it came in like August? I think the August SPC mystery, which I ended up selling that mystery, but keeping the foil bundle. And I think that's where this foil bundle came from. So I'm glad I found a use for it. And as you guys can see right here, so there's 2 tall box options in this kit, and I thought that they were a double box scene, and they're really just the same girls with different skin tones, but I thought it was like a group of girls, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this on the weekend, like I don't have that many plans to mark, and then I realized that they're just different skin tones. I'm sure if I did it, it would have been fine. Like I think it would have looked fine, but I laughed at myself so much because I was like, really, Anna, they're just the same tall box with different skin tones, sis. What you doing? So you saw me. Luckily, I figured that out promptly and removed that. So at least there's that. But I thought that was hilarious. I was like, I'm just going to keep that in there because y'all, sometimes it's a hot mess express to get to these spreads, or to the spreads you see, the finished product, basically. So I decided to leave that in. But anyways, I'm also color blocking this week, as you guys can see. I thought this kit really lended itself well to color blocking. And I decided, one, because I wanted to use up my kits, but I also decided to use this because I saw Jen of Jenjoy Plans plan with this, and I'm pretty sure that she color blocked it too. And I was like, you know what? And I had been kind of thinking about using this kit before I saw her plan with me, and then when I saw her plan with me, I was like, it's a sign. I need to just go ahead and use this kit. So shout out to Jen of Jenjoy Plans for the inspiration. But yeah, so I think that is it for the honorable mentions as far as the planning side goes. This week itself, as far as the day-to-day, was hot garbage, y'all. This was crazy, full-on crazy at work, and yeah, it was not a good week. I will give you guys just a taste of what this week was. So for those of you who don't know, I work in higher education, specifically in advising, which sometimes is a joy and sometimes is not. Well, this week is our walk-in week, essentially, so we're just kind of available to anyone that needs assistance because it's registration, and registration is wild. So We have a sign-up sheet. Students can sign up in the sign-up sheet, and they can, if they want, speak to an advisor they want, their advisor or someone they have a relationship with or whatever. One of the students signed in and literally wrote on the sign-in sheet, any advisor but Anna, because we all know she doesn't give useful information. That's the gist of this week. That was this week, y'all. Like, that is this week. So yeah, I'm gonna just let y'all sit with that. I'm sure you can imagine how that felt, but alas, it's fine. We're fine. We're not going to be talking about the plans this week. Instead, we will talk about Bridgerton. And I will probably be sharing some spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, don't want to be spoiled, don't care, whatever it is, feel free to put me on mute if you still want to see the plan with me, or feel free to skip this one. I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, so it's all good. No hard feelings here. Okay, so I posted a story on my IG asking y'all what you thought, because I realized that there was less buzz around this season than season 1. Like, season 1, everyone and their mother, their grandfather, and their baby sister was talking about Bridgerton season 1. Like, everyone was talking about Bridgerton. And I just felt like it went from that to, like, no one was really talking about it once it came out. And the few people that were, I feel like I just kind of heard mixed reviews on it. So I wanted to get the feel of y'all to see what y'all thought. And most of you liked it. Some of you loved it. Very few people, like, I didn't really hear from people that didn't like it. I heard from people that are not interested in it, which is cool. But I didn't really hear from people who didn't like it. I did hear, and I remember reading an article before I even watched it, that basically the title was that season 2 didn't have as many sex scenes as season 1. And the first thing I thought was, y'all are freaks, but it's cool. Like, we still love you. It's just good to know what I'm working with. And yeah, I feel like that was the main complaint that I heard about this season. And I get it. I don't care that much. Like, I get that it definitely feels different than the first one. But I feel like it's also kind of supposed to feel different from the first one, because it's a different story. It's a different couple. It's 2 different people. So yeah, so I kind of get that. I think I saw someone post that it was like 2 different shows, which I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily felt that, but I'm gonna tell you what I liked and what I didn't like. I actually liked the story. I liked their love story. I didn't like that we didn't get to spend a ton of time with them after they were married. Like, I swear, like, their relationship came together, I feel like, in the last, like, 15 minutes of the last episode. And I was like, bruh, I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. One of the things I loved about season 1 is that we got to, like, so not even just with Bridgerton, but I feel like so often in TV shows it, like, ends, they get married and it ends, so you never know, like, what happens, and it's all like pink bunnies and roses, right, until, you know, well, it's like boy meets girl, conflict, resolution, marriage, done. And what I found refreshing about season 1 is that you got to see, like, their struggles as a married couple, because it's not just love and passion. There is work. It takes work to make a relationship work. And I loved that. Make a marriage work, even. And I really loved that we were able to see that, along with, you know, the passion and the love and the sex and all that good stuff. So I love that about season 1, and I'm sad that we didn't get more of that in season 2. But alas, it was a different story. They definitely had a different conflict with, you know, this Anthony being the one that was going to marry Kate's younger sister, who I think both the character of Kate and her sister Edwina, I loved them. I loved their characters. I loved their story. I loved how united they are. I loved that whole family story. I thought was amazing. I should also mention I have not read any of the books. So if y'all are like, this happened in the books and this happened in the books, I'm not going to know what you're talking about because I didn't read the books. Although I am probably going to. I'll be honest, I'm more of a visual person than a reader. I feel like I got all of my reading done in college, both in undergrad and grad, and I was all like done with reading. Once that finished, I was like, I don't want to see another book ever again. So I very like seldomly read. I much rather the visuals, hence why I'm on this platform, which is so heavy on the visuals, because I'm definitely more of a visual kind of girl. But I do want to read the books at some point. But I loved their, like, that family, the Sharma family. Sharma family? Yes. I loved their story so much. But yeah, I think that's my biggest gripe. Not so much, not as many sex scenes, but not as much of their story when they were married. I also loved the Penelope and Eloise storyline. I'm glad that she finally found out the truth. I thought that they were going to end this season without Eloise knowing still, and I was going to be pissed because I can't take waiting for the other season, like, to have her find out. Like, I just needed her to know. And I thought when they, like, so that episode where she writes that last, quote unquote, last article, which I forget, she was like, talking about Eloise's dress or whatever, and that was her last thing to save her friend, and then she was going to put down the pen per se, or the feather, whatever. That one, when I thought she was going to stop for real and she wasn't going to come back, I was like, what? Like, what is this show without Lady Whistledown? Like, dearest readers, like, I have to hear dearest readers every time the episode starts. Like, what do you mean? Like, I was literally about to lose my mind, y'all. And then they had that whole, argument when Eloise found out the truth, which I get. I would be royally pissed. But they had that argument, and then, you see her back writing her article again, saying that she's back, and she just took a breather. Yeah, I'm interested. I don't know which season. I'm assuming there's going to be more seasons after this. I think someone mentioned it's still the most watched show on Netflix. I mean, season 1 is. I don't know how season 2 fared, but I think someone mentioned that it's still the most watched on Netflix. But I am interested to see Penelope's story with Colin. I don't know if that's the next one or not, but I've heard from several people that that's their favorite story. And I'm trying to, like, picture in my head how that's going to play out after pretty much the last episode when Penelope overheard him saying that he would never court her. So I'm very interested to see how that's going to play out for sure. But yeah. Let's see. Other things I didn't like. Oh, y'all, I really don't care. Is it the feathering, like, Penelope's family? Like, I do not give two papas, as Stephanie of Geeky Planning would say. Other than Penelope, like, every time there's a scene with, like, her mom and, like, the whole Lord Featherington thing with this random cousin that came in from I don't know where the F. Yo. Every time there's a scene with them, I am like, can we just, like, fast forward through? Like, I'm so uninvested in their storyline completely. Like, Penelope is the only one I care about. Every time they would, like, go on to, like, Lord Featherington and I forget the mom's name. I can't. I'm sorry. I think she's shady AF. I know she's a mom and she's looking after her kids and making sure they got money and yada yada. I know. I got it. But I think she's shady as F. That is my story and I'm sticking to it. I just don't like her. Maybe in other seasons I'll like her. Maybe she's painted differently in the book. Again, I don't know. Haven't read the books. But yeah, I can't. I could not give two papas. Shout out to Stephanie of Geeky Planning. Yeah, so that was definitely not something that I cared for. And then, like I said, I wish we would have seen more of their relationship during the marriage. And I think that's it, really. Like, I was cool with everyone else. I liked finding out a little bit more I really loved, actually, finding out more about Anthony and witnessing his father's death, which Y'all, can we talk about his father's death? This man got stung by a bee. Like, I was expecting something super dramatic for this series, with how dramatic this series is. And the man was stung by a bee? Bruh, what? When I found out that was why, like, when they started showing, like, them walking, I was like, oh, this is sweet. Like, look at him with his dad. That's great. I didn't even think that they were going to show when he died. I thought it was just, like, there to give you more context on Anthony and his like character and why he is the way he is. I mean, it was there ultimately for that, but I did not expect that to be the father's death. And I was like, I'm sorry, he what? Like, oh my god. Not what I expected at all. But insane. But so, oh my gosh, so sad watching how his mother suffered that and how he really didn't have a chance to grieve that death. Oh, y'all, I felt that in my bones. I was so sad watching that. But it was really good to see get some more light into him and his character. So I really loved that. So yeah, those are my thoughts on season 2 of Bridgerton. I don't think I left anything out. I feel like it was a little all over the place, but alas. Let me know your thoughts down below. Please don't spoil anything if you've read all the books and you know all the things, because I do not. Please and thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help support the channel. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to hang out with your girl. I truly appreciate it. And I will see y'all real soon. Bye.